dryer bin, fuzzy pink with little wind. She wore 'em once on Christmas Eve and laughed when I refused to leave. The socks she left behind still stay folded neat in my old tray. They don't smell like her no more, but still unlock that closet door. We didn't work, we didn't last, but not all love is built too fast. She taught me kind, she taught me fun, and how to slow when I would run. The socks she left behind don't cry, they're just a soft and simple why of how two hearts can share one room, then part without a sense of doom. Some say to throw the past away, but some things ask for you to stay and touch the thread and breathe in slow to honor what once chose to grow. I've moved on, and so is she, but when I fold my laundry free, I smile at pink and thank the time for the socks she left behind. The socks she left behind still warm a corner of my quiet storm.
I bought a ticket, asked no place. The man just nodded, marked my face, said this train ain't about the end, it's about the parts you can't defend. The train without a name rolls slow, it picks up hearts too full to show. No luggage racks, no final call, just seats for those who've lost it all. A preacher sat 2 rows behind, a girl with ink and tear-streaked lines. We didn't speak, but understood. Some rides don't fix, they just feel good. The train without a name rides late through valleys shaped by love and fate. Each mile aside, each track a bruise. You don't get back, but you can choose. And when it stops, you step outside, not new, not whole, just more alive. You learn to leave in was the gift. The pain you carry starts to shift. I walked off slow with lighter hands. The
ground felt new, like a second chance. No one waved, no banners flew, but hell, it felt like something true. The train without a name is real, for those too tired to even heal.
Barn out back ain't got no cows, just strings and dust and echoed vows. My brother strummed, my mama sang. Those boards still hold that kind of twang. Barn still hums at dusk each day, even when folks have moved away. It sings of love and hay and grace, of all we lost but can't replace. I sneak out there with my old guitar, pick slow tunes under evening stars. And if you listen past the breeze, you'll hear the ghost of harmonies. The barn still hums, though empty now, like songs still stitched to sacred vow. I don't need crowds, I don't need cheer, just that old barn and what I hear. Some folks build cathedrals high, mine was made where swallows fly, with pitch that wavers rhythm thin, but Lord, it holds the soul within. I should leave this land someday, let that barn rock, but let it play. Let it keep humming raw and low, a song for hearts that learn to grow. The barn still hums at dusk, it's true. Somehow so do I do too.
Dad's old Ford still rests out back, rust on railroad track. Keys still hang behind the door, I haven't touched them since he swore. This truck won't run, but it still stands like steady hands on shifting lands. So I leave it there under pine. That's how he taught me to hold the line. The windshield cracked, the seats all torn, the seatbelt jammed the day I was born. He hauled feed prayers and Saturday fears. That old cab holds 1,000 years. This truck won't move, he always said, but it's where your stories get their tread. I wash the hood come every fall, not for shine, just to feel him call. I could sell it, paint it, make it new, but Dad ain't leather, bolts or blue. He's in the way, it just stays still and holds the past like it still will. Someday my son might ask me why I never let that old truck die, and I'll just nod, then hand him keys and let him choose what still can be. Dad's truck still sits there, and that's enough. Some things don't move 'cause they're strong enough. Her hair was braided that warm June day. Sun hit her boots like a sunbeam stray. She passed me by in the feed store line, smelled like rain and sweet red wine. Her hair was braided loose and kind, like every thought I couldn't find. I never said a single word, but every heartbeat she still stirred. She rode off quick on that rusted bike. I watched her leave like just my type. Friends all teased, said I stood dumb. Guess some silences never come undone. Her hair was braided, swinging free down the back of who she'd never be. To me she was a passing breeze, but that braid still ties up memories. Years go fast like gravel roads, but some girls stay in what you hold. I married once, loved just fine, but she's the thread that stitched my spine. Saw her photo in the county fair, with kids and time inside her stare. I smiled and tipped my hat at fate. Some loves ain't lost, just never late. Her hair was braided and that's enough. Some moments live when love is tough.
She wore lavender in June, smelled like dusk and second tunes. I showed up in flannel late, with hands that shook beneath the weight. She wore lavender, I brought quiet. She danced soft, I kept the diet of saying less than what I feel. But still she stayed, still she was real. We didn't talk about the past. She didn't ask if I'd be last. She poured the tea, I lit the light, and somehow both of us felt right. She wore lavender, I wore years, covered up in silent fears. But she just smiled and held her cup, and every wall I had gave up. Love ain't about who speaks first, it's who stays when you feel cursed. She didn't fix, she didn't mend, she let me be and called it friend. Now every time she ties her hair, that purple scent still hangs the air. And though I speak in softer tones, with her I finally found a home. She wore lavender, I brought me, and somehow that was all she need. We didn't talk about the past. She didn't ask if I'd be last. She poured the tea, I lit the light, and somehow both of us felt right. She wore lavender, it brought me, and somehow that was all she needed.
I don't hate you, never could. Even when you left for good, I held the pain like hands hold rain, knowing storms don't always explain. This is me moving on, not in haste, not in song, just a quiet shift in breath and ground, where your echo ain't so loud. I took your frame off my nightstand, placed it gently near the land, where roses bloom and die again, but always leave a sweeter scent. This is me, stepping slow, letting old heartaches go, not erasing, not denying.
just done with always trying. I still wish you mornings warm and skies and eyes that never twist to storm. But I no longer check your street. I found a path beneath my feet. So if you ever ask me how, I smile and nod. I say just now, not to brag, just to be true. I finally found myself without you. This is me moving on at last, with love for you, but from the past. Changed a bit, still curves like lies I once admit. But somehow now the grass looks bright, and fences lean with less of fight. The road to town is greener now. Maybe it's me, not just the plow. I drive it slow, I hum along, and every mile feels less like wrong. Used to see her ghost in turns, each mailbox held some old concern. Now I wave at cows and trees and let the wind forgive with ease. The road to town is not paved in gold, but it don't hurt like days of old. It leads to stores, folks and pie, not memories I used to cry. Sometimes the path don't need to change, it's just your lens that rearranged. You heal a bit and start to see that sorrow ain't the whole story. I'll take that road again tonight, with headlights soft and windows right. I may not know what way's ahead, but I ain't driving back instead. The road to town is greener now, and maybe that's enough somehow.
Found a stone shaped like a heart in the dirt near Grandma's cart. Kept it in my flannel sleeve like a secret, I believe. Something small to hold on to when the big things break into. Not a fix or grand design, just a touch that feels like mine. There's a feather in my glove box, 10 from the last time I let her in. She said, the sky leaves signs below. I smiled like I didn't know. Something small that doesn't fade, like the echo of what we made. No promises, no glory beams, just truth that lives in little things. It ain't the diamond or the deed that saves you when your soul might bleed. It's one small laugh, a patch of blue that whispers, boy, you'll make it through. Now when the world spins out of grip, I take that stone and let time slip. It ain't much, but feels like grace, like Grandma's hand, like her embrace. Something small to hold on to when all you've got is just you.
Used to flinch at thunder cracks, hide my heart and turn my back. But now I step into the storm, let the water rinse me warm. Rain don't scare me anymore. I ain't running for the door. Let it pour and soak my boots. There's peace in getting back to roots. I've loved and lost, I've cursed the sky, but never stopped to ask it why. Now I let the heavens cry and wear that grief until it's dry. Rain don't drown me like before. It just speaks what I ignored. Let it wash the years I feared. I'm stronger wet than I appeared. You don't get brave by staying dry. You walk through clouds and let them sigh. And when it clears, you'll see your name
carved in puddles, not in shame. So if you see me walking slow through a field where gray winds blow, just know I've found a softer shore. Rain don't scare me anymore. Rain don't scare me, not one bit. It taught me how to finally sit.
Planted seeds and didn't care if sun would shine or clouds would stare. We just dug dirt to pass the pain and tried to hold back all the rain. But the garden grew without us knowing, while we were tired, while winds were blowing. We never meant to start again, but roots don't wait for perfect men. She pulled weeds with broken nails. I fixed the fence with crooked rails. We didn't say this here is love. We just were quiet and looked above. The garden grew without us knowing, while we were tired, while winds were blowing. We never meant to start again, but roots don't wait for perfect men. She pulled weeds with broken nails. I fixed the fence with crooked rails. We didn't say this here is love. We just were quiet and looked above. And the garden grew in secret song, while we were just trying to get along. Now flowers bloom by old regret, in colors we ain't even met. Sometimes love don't come in vows. It grows beneath the broken boughs, and when you blink it's tall and green, a life that bloomed where pain had been. Now we sit with coffee, feet in soil. No plans, no grand pursuit or toil, just smiles between two hands still warm by the place where love was born. The garden grew without us knowing, but Lord, I'm glad we kept on going. Some days I spill more than I pour, drop my keys just past the door, but I still tie these boots up tight, even if it takes all night. When my hands stop shaking, I'll hold yours. Walk that fence fix those doors. But till then I hope you see there's still a steady man in me. You bring the tea, I bring the rest. My grip may tremble, but I'm blessed to reach across the years in pain and keep on showing up again. When my hands stop shaking, I'll paint bold, write our names in porch like gold. But even now, though grip is weak, it's your name that my fingers see. Ain't about strength, it's about staying. Ain't about speed, it's about praying. And though the storm may take my ease, I still reach out, I still believe. So when you see me miss the spoon or tap the table out of tune, just know I'm trying, slow and brave, to keep our love from any grave. When my hands stop shaking, you'll still find a heart that's steady, full and kind. Kept the beat like breath itself, a busted kid, a soul with wealth. We played in barns on county nights. He made the rhythm feel just right. My old drummer buddy's gone, left his sticks but played me on. He tapped out joy, he thumped out pain. Now I just hum his last refrain. We used to laugh till strings would break, split warm beers by a midnight lake. He swore the stars would know his name. Turns out they did when he went away. My old drummer buddy's gone, but I still hear him in each song. Some ghosts don't haunt, they help you stand. He's every downbeat in my hand. I never said the words out loud, that he was more than band and crowd. He was the one who kept me straight. Now I play slow, he never waits. Last show I played, I brought his stool. The crowd went wild, I
kept it cool. But in that silence, after cheers, I swear I felt him wipe my tears. My old drummer buddy's gone, but I'm not done playing him along.
Found her jacket just last week, tucked behind my winter sheets. Still smells faint of pine and rain, of whispered laughs and window panes. The jacket in my closet stays, even though she's miles away. It ain't just cloth, it holds a part of who I was when she had my heart. She left it there that snowy night, said keep it safe, then kissed me light. We swore we'd call, we meant to try, but seasons passed and hearts ran dry. The jacket in my closet knows all the truths I never showed. It warms me more than coats ever could, 'cause she once wore it when we stood. Some things you don't return or toss, they hold the weight of what you lost and hang there quiet year by year until you're ready to let them hear. Maybe someday I'll let it go, or gift it to the wind and snow. But not today, it's not yet time, 'cause when I miss her it still fits fine. The jacket in my closet waits, not for her, but for what fate creates. She sanded down my porch swing slow, said this old wood still got some glow. Painted it white, then sat a while, said nothing much, just gave a smile. A porch swing named Grace, worn but true, like hearts that break, then learn to glue. It squeaks a bit, but holds us tight as day turns soft and stars take flight. She don't ask about girls before, she just plants flowers by the door, sings to birds and bakes like spring, and every breeze feels less like sting. This porch swing's held more tears than time, but now it holds her hand in mine.
It doesn't race, it just sways slow and teaches me to let her know. They say some folks are just a phase, but Grace, she's roots, she's rain, she stays. And on this swing I found my knees, not to beg, just thank the breeze. We drink our tea in quiet throne. The past still knocks, but we don't run. The swing still creaks like it might fall, but somehow now I trust it all. A porch swing named Grace, that's her too. Both built from love, both good as new.
Walked through rain like it was gold. Red umbrella, brave and bold. Boots in puddles, grin so wide, like she had lightning in her stride. Her red umbrella still comes back. Every storm I see that track of color through a world so gray. And I remember that one day she never stayed, just passed me once, said nice hat and smiled at lunch. I never saw her face again, but Lord, that shade lives in my brain. Her red umbrella, bright and fast, painted hope where shadows passed. And though her name I never knew, she gave me red in sky so blue. Not all loves are built to last. Some just flash, then drift right past. But some folks shine so pure, so loud, they make your silence feel so proud. Now every time the thunder hums, I pray that girl still softly runs through cities soaked and wild with sky, with her umbrella held up high. Her red umbrella, just one glance, still teaches me how light can dance. Never asked what broke my heart. just showed up with a truck that start. Dropped 2 cold beers on my porch rail. Said we don't need to talk, just exhale. The friend who brought beer but never advice, didn't quote books or Jesus Christ. He just sat down, let silence roll, like someone who knew how to hold a soul. He'd nod if I began to speak, but never dug too hard or deep. Just cracked a joke, then looked ahead, like saying, boy, you're not quite dead. The friend who showed up said not much, but somehow gave the softest touch. I healed more with his quiet grin than all the preachers preaching sin. Some wounds don't need talking through, just someone who'll sit next to you. Not to solve, not to explain, but to say you're not insane. He left that night with a wave and dust, never said call or learn to trust. But I slept whole for the first time, 'cause some friends heal without a sign. The friend who brought beer and not a word still speaks loudest I ever heard.
That table by the window pane still holds the sun, still holds the rain. We used to meet at 2:30. Now it just waits, like I still do. And that table's still empty like my chest. No one sits, no one requests. The waitress knows to leave it bare. She nods at me like we both care. We laughed there once, we cried there too, over biscuits, songs, and Sunday blues. You'd steal my fries, I'd fake a pout. God, how I miss those little shouts. That table's still empty, left untouched, like some old frame
we love too much. It's just 4 legs and wood and light, but somehow it still feels like night. I could sit there, face it all, but some things ain't meant to fall. I'd rather know it's waiting still than sit alone and lose the will. So I pick a booth 2 rows away and sip my tea, then go my way. But glance real quick before I leave, like saying grace for what I grieve. That table's still empty, and maybe it should. Some love just lives in silent wood. I was digging through old phones in a drawer, looking for nothing, just killing the chore. Hit play on one that hadn't beeped in years, and there she was laughing clear. Her voice on my old voicemail, soft and low like a country tale. She said, "Hey baby, bring milk home," then laughed and sang our little tone. I froze like winter in July, her breath still living in goodbye. A simple task, a normal day, but now that clip won't go away. Her voice on my old voicemail hits me harder than a sad email. No wisdom, no goodbye kiss, just echoes of what I still miss. I saved it twice, backed it up in cloud and drive and plastic cup. 'Cause memories fade, but sound survives, and in that tone she's still alive. I play it when the house gets cold, not to cry, but just to hold. One piece of love I thought was gone, she says milk, and I carry on. Her voice on my old voicemail, more human than a fairy tale. No wisdom, no goodbye kiss, you miss. No wisdom, no goodbye kiss.
set that chair at 6:15, right where the porch meets morning green. A coffee mug, a blanket fold, and every breath not bought or sold. A chair for the morning light, to sit and watch the world turn right. No breaking news, no race to win, just stillness I let settle in. The birds don't wait for cue or cheer, they just show up and sing sincere. I hum along, forget my name, and let the breeze forgive my blame. A chair for the morning hush, where time don't charge and hearts don't rush. It don't fix much, but it begins. The kind of day where peace still wins. There ain't a cure for all regret, but sunshine helps you not forget that every day ain't just a chore. Some are gifts you sit before. So pull up yours beside mine soon. We'll talk of trees and quiet moons, and even if we speak no word, the morning light will still be heard. A chair for the morning light is where I learned to love life right.